Do you miss Texas?
I actually really like Austin.
Yeah.
Do I still think it's where ambition goes to die in your 20s? Probably. I think you need to be in an international city if you have a really high ceiling for your goals. And what I mean by that is there's certain things that you just cannot do unless you're in a tier 1 city in the US in terms of opportunities. So for example, if you live in LA, you get more brand deals just because you're there. Same with New York. And you cannot get that as much in Austin.
Okay.
That being said, like obviously there's extremely ambitious people in Austin. Like you have the entire tech crowd.
Yeah.
You have the streamers who are living over there and they're extremely ambitious. So it's a generalization that I joke, so don't take it too personally. But at least for us personally, there are more opportunities outside of it.
What do you consider? Are there only 2 tier 1 cities in America?
I think there are 2 tier 1 cities. LA and New York. San Francisco, I could say, is like a tier 1.5 city. Same with Miami.
Chicago. It's gotta be in there.
Do you think Chicago is as high a tier as San Francisco? It feels lower than San Francisco and Miami, actually. You tell me if I'm wrong.
I'm with you on Miami. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it's just our industry is like pretty big in Chicago.
Yeah.
So are sports.
For sure.
But I don't know. Maybe.
But weather-wise.
Weather, yeah. Oh yeah, Chicago weather. It's horrible.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, I feel like living in different cities depends on what stage you are in your life. Like I don't want to live in New York or LA when I'm older, but for now, I think it makes sense. And I also know I'm just like roasting every other city in the U.S. and people are gonna get upset in the comments.
Oh well. Are you in New York now?
I'm actually in LA, but I am going to New York on Monday because I haven't been in a while, and I do miss it. And Andrea and I are always debating whether we want to move back or stay in LA.
Yeah, I think last time we talked, you were in the process of moving to New York.
So we threw a going away party in the old Optic House because we were moving to New York, and then we decided to stay.
Are you serious? You never went?
Yes, and all of our friends who came were like, "Oh, psych!"
Oh my god!
But
you're just getting the last bit.
I got to see who the real friends were, the ones who didn't show up for our going away party.
That's so true.
No, just kidding.
And then it gets awkward the next week.
Yeah,
I thought you left.
I thought you left. It's like, no, we're still here. But have you lived in Texas all your life?
No. So Optic was in Chicago for a little bit, and then we moved down here.
That's why you like Chicago.
Yeah, we've been down here for since 2018. So
I mean, Texas is so affordable, and you have the sick tax situation, and obviously your fan base and offices are here. So I guess I wouldn't leave if I was in Texas.
Yeah,
now
and I mean, it's very internet based what we do. Like you have to have the best speeds and the best like ping, and that's really good in Texas. Like super good. So
speaking of the internet,
yeah,
what are your thoughts on AI? Do you think it's coming for us?
Holy shit! Yeah. Have you seen like the new podcast clips that are just pure AI?
For sure.
Or street interviews that are pure AI and you can't even tell? Yeah, how is that affecting the fucking chess and poker world? I guess chess and poker have both been solved though, right?
Poker, you could already use a solver for it. It's more like the online sites making sure that you're not and trying to find bots and stuff like that, but it's still really hard online. In person, you could see if somebody's using a solver, at least in poker. But the cool thing in poker is you can cheat and still lose, whereas in chess, if you cheat a little bit, then like you really have a huge advantage. Yeah. Like Magnus went on Joe Rogan and said that if he was cheating, no one would know because like you could do it so subtly and at the highest levels now.
Yeah.
But I'm more worried about AI because I think the Singularity is coming, and I think we're either dead or better in the next 10 years.
Dead
like,
or better?
For sure. But like I've gone off into cuckoo land in terms of AI.
I feel like you can when it comes to AI.
Yeah.
I
like
talk about
it's so hard to care about anything else, and I'm like, everything we know is about to change so quickly.
So it consumes your brain a little bit?
It consumes my brain, and every day I'm like, why am I not just working in AI? I'm like, no, I'm still passionate about these things, and even if it's coming, like at least I'm spending my time doing things I enjoy. You
know, have you won a bracelet yet? You're gonna win a bracelet before AI takes us all over. You got 10 years. That's
10 years? Yeah, maybe 10 years.
Maybe 10 years.
Maybe 10 years. Maybe less.
Maybe less.
I have friends who are like, I think it's coming in the next year. I'm like,
next year.
I think it's going to come at different paces depending on what industry. But the way I define the singularity is having non-biological beings being smarter than all of biological beings combined. So that's what I would define as a singularity.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably not going to come in the short term, but in my lifetime, for sure.
Is it going to affect entertainment?
It's going to affect everything.
Everything.
It's more like, are we still going to be a species versus like, is it going to affect chess or poker? Like, I don't know if I'm alive to play it. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yes. I mean, I'm just trying to think of actors and stand-up comedy and, I mean, gamers for sure. Yeah. I mean, that's already existed for years.
I'm sure you guys have had companies like asking to turn you into AI, no?
Not me.
Okay, I have.
No. turn you into AI.
Yeah,
What does
so
that mean?
so it would look at all of your previous VODs or any of your YouTube videos,
Okay.
and then it would use that data to train an AI that's like a video version of you that people can interact with. But I'm sure in the future, at some point, like you'll be able to type prompts and things like that, not even need to film it, and just like be able to scale your brand, which is what a lot of people are already doing.
Which is good and scary and dangerous.
Yeah. But I mean, there are a lot of cool use cases too. One of the things I was looking at recently is for people who want to create their own cartoons or stuff like that. Now, one person who doesn't have a huge budget can do that with the help of AI. So, like, in some ways, it democratizes things where before you'd need a really big budget, and after you're a creative person who wants to work on it, you could do a lot of things yourselves, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
On the other hand, like, it's also going to displace so many people from their jobs, and are we going to be able to help them out fast enough for the people who are getting fucked by AI? I don't know.
Or is AI going to be able to understand itself that we need to help the humans that we are now taking over?
That's the big question. Is AI aligned with us or not?
Is it going to be a nice AI or a mean AI?
Yeah.